Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the Al Cesky Scholarship Fund's 38th Awards Banquet. Tonight is a special night. It's great to be here back in the Richlin Ballroom for our annual celebration. We're here to honor the 24 scholar athletes seated before you here. Year after year, our Cesky student athletes amaze us with their scholastic and athletic accomplishments. You truly represent the best of Harford County. You all have accomplished great things, and we know this is just the beginning of your continued journeys of success. Now, later in the evening, Christy Breslin from WJZ TV and Hartford TV will introduce each scholar athlete. Collectively, these outstanding students will receive $54,000 in scholarships tonight. And in our 38-year history, I'm proud to announce that the Al Cesky Scholarship Fund has awarded $1,336,000 in scholarships to 784 scholar athletes. This is an amazing accomplishment and a testament to the legacy of Al Cesky. Now, I'd like to give special recognition to the Banquet Committee, including Paige Brannon, Pat Bedsall, Erica Butler, Beth Gardner, Amy Janigan, Donna Lewis, Rob McGee, Mike Navin, Burke Richardson, Ryan Rogers, Joe Schmitz, and Joe Snee. Now I'd like to introduce Pastor Jay Jackson, who is the senior pastor at Trinity Lutheran Church and School in Joppa, who will offer our invocation. I'll ask everyone to please rise as you are able and remain standing for our national anthem.
Again, thank you for the opportunity on behalf of Trinity Lutheran Church and School and our head of school, Rick Jester. We appreciate and congratulations for all of you and your accomplishments. Let us pray. Gracious God, thank you for this evening, for the gifts that you have given so many. We give thanks for the gifts of students, of athletes, of coaches, of determination, of endurance, and just so many more things. We offer this evening as a way of celebration for the things that you have given us. And so as we continue to move through this evening, we ask that your Holy Spirit be with us. And we pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. Thank you, sir.
Whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight, over ramparts we walk, was so gloriously.
You may be seated. Our buffet will now be served, so please remain seated until your table is called. We will return at 8 p.m. for the program portion of the banquet. Enjoy your dinner. All right, folks, and we're back. We are back. Did everyone enjoy dinner? Let's give a shout out to Richlin Ballroom. Always do a great job. So, folks, thanks again for joining us this evening. I'd like to begin with a few important announcements. First, the Downtown Bel Air Alliance will hold its next First Fridays on Friday, June the 2nd from 5 to 8 in the parking lot next to Das Beer Hall. Some of us know that as the tire lot. The Cesky board will be volunteering that night, and all tips when you purchase drinks will be donated to the Cesky Fund. So please drop by and tip generously. Second, I'm proud to announce that the 6th annual Susquehanna River Running Festival will take place this fall on Saturday, September the 23rd. The festival will have three distances again, the 5K, the 10K, and the half marathon. I've signed up for the half, so wish me luck. Our half marathon crosses the Hayden Bridge over the Susquehanna River and has been ranked by halfmarathons.net as one of the top bridge crossing marathons in the country, and has quickly become one of the premium running events in the Mid-Atlantic region. In its first few years, the Susquehanna River Running Festival has attracted runners from 26 different states and even 2 countries. So how about that for tourism in Harford County? This is the biggest fundraiser for the Al Cesky Scholarship Fund. Please go to www.srrf.org to register to run or to volunteer. My third announcement. From time to time, our board has found it appropriate to bestow certain members with an honorary lifetime membership to individuals who have rendered extraordinary services to our organization. Tonight, we are proud to announce that Phil Robb has been granted this honor. Now, Phil is a founding member of the Cesky Scholarship Fund, served as president and was chair of the selection committee for many years. He's provided impressive financial contributions to fund our scholarships and continues to serve unselfishly on the selection and finance committees. Phil is a 1968 graduate of Bel Air High School and a 1972 graduate of the University of Maryland, and had an impressive business career with 34 years at Hartford Mutual Insurance Company, the last 12 as its president, 23 years as a member of the board of directors at Baltimore Equitable Insurance, and an adjunct professor at Hartford Community College. This is all while supporting the community as a member of the Lions Club, the Town of Bel Air Board of Commissioners, trustee at Hartford Day School, and continues to serve on the Bel Air Planning Commission and the Board of Directors for the Mann House. Please help me congratulate Phil and thank him for his service.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor of a lifetime to be associated with this organization. Al would be amazed that he still inspires us to this day, which he does. And all you 24 honorees tonight, you need to know that you inspire us, you and your predecessors, every single year. We're so proud of you. So thank you so much.
So now it's my sincere pleasure to introduce to you our Master of Ceremonies for this evening, the Honorable Angela M. Eves. Justice Eves was the administrative judge for the Circuit Court for Harford County, serving in Harford County for over 20 years. And last year, Justice Eves was sworn in as the first Hispanic judge to serve on the Maryland Supreme Court. Justice Eves was born in the Republic of Panama and moved to the United States in the 1960s. She is a graduate of the University of Texas School of Law and the Lyndon B. Johnson School of Public Affairs, with degrees in law and public administration. She started her law practice in Dallas, then moved to Maryland in 1989 to continue her legal career, and we are eternally grateful for that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Justice Eves.
Thank you very much, Greg. And good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here tonight. I'm really honored, and I'm also very grateful to former Governor Larry Hogan, who appointed me as a justice on the Maryland Supreme Court. It was not a goal of mine initially, but I can see how my experiences and the support of my family and friends really got me here to the pinnacle of my career. But to the young people here tonight that we will recognize, know that we are all so proud of you and delight in celebrating your accomplishments. Your hard work and experiences will get you to the top of whatever you endeavor. So continue to dream big. As you all can imagine, we can't stage an event like this without the support of many businesses, organizations, and individuals in our community. So please help me in thanking our sponsors. Our special sponsor, Rick and Catherine Cesky Garcia. Our table sponsors, Snee, Luch, and Helminger, PA. Acres Financial. Falston High School. Bel Air Liquors. Boyle Buick GMC. Street Hopkins Real Estate. The Karras family. Bob McComb. Our board sponsors, and I'll read them all first and we can thank them all at the end. Board sponsors that we need to thank for this evening are Moselle Brown, Jay Ellenby, Greg DeWart, Amy Janigan, Donna Lewis, Mike Navin, Kathy Thornton, and Ken Zorbach. Let's thank them all. I'm also pleased to have with us, we're pleased to have with us tonight some special guests that we would like to recognize. From representing Congressman Andy Harris, Carol Kipple. From our state delegation, Delegate Andre Johnson. And from Senator Jason Gallion's office, Jake Taylor. From our Harford County Council, we have Council Member Aaron Penman. Council Member James Riley. And I think that is, and how about we also thank our high school principals that are here. If you all will please stand. And I'm sure we have with us this evening some former Cesky Scholarship winners. So if you also would stand so we can acknowledge you. And in recognition of the accomplishments of our young people tonight, I'd like for all parents of Cesky winners, past and present, to stand and be recognized for the contributions you've made to the success of your student athletes. And on behalf of the Al Cesky Scholarship Fund, it's my pleasure to also recognize any members of the Cesky family that are with us this evening. Please stand. It's now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you this evening our special guest speaker. Bob McCone is a 1965 graduate of Edgewood High School, and he earned a Bachelor of Science degree from Millersville University of Pennsylvania. Early in his career, Bob served as a teacher in Pennsylvania and Baltimore City before his impressive stretch through Harford County began. He served as a teacher and guidance counselor at Aberdeen High School from 1976 to 1997 and led several countywide programs from 1997 to 2004 before completing his career as a guidance counselor at Falston High School from 2004 to 2007 and then retiring in 2007. Bob's coaching career is impressive, leading the Aberdeen boys track and JV basketball teams before serving as head coach for the varsity basketball team from 1978 to 1988. Then, Coach McCone was lured to Johns Hopkins University to serve as the assistant coach for their men's basketball team from 1988 to 2014. Bob joined the Al Cesky board in 2013 and served as president from 2018 to 2020. Bob was also a 2017 inductee into the Edgewood High School Hall of Fame. Most importantly, Bob has been married to his wife, Fran, for 55 years, and they are the proud parents of 3 children and 8 grandchildren. Please help me welcome Coach McCone.
It was 1995, and my wife and I were sitting right over here somewhere in this vicinity, and our son Sean was up where our 24 inductees are tonight. And we did what all the parents have done already tonight. We picked up the program and we started to read the bios. You know, read the first bio and went, wow. Second one, wow. Third one, woo, who is this person? You know, turned to my wife and said, our son doesn't have a shot tonight. Are you kidding me? Right? But here's the thing. Only 35 to 40% of what they can do is in the bios because of space restrictions. So there's about, close to 60 to 70% that isn't in there. So you don't see that unless you're on the selection committee, and then at that particular point, you know a lot more about that than you do sitting here reading the bios. And we found that out because as we were sitting here and they announced the winner, all of a sudden we heard our son's name. And I almost fell off the chair because I thought, you have to be kidding me. You know, I mean, I read all these bios, but as I looked through it and went through it, it was well deserved. And so we really appreciate it. At the time, we really appreciated the $2,000 scholarship because we were pretty poor. I think we're eating spaghetti 4 nights a week and hot dogs 3 nights a week, and trying to get some money together because we have one son, our oldest son, Brett. He was at Johns Hopkins as a sophomore. Sean was getting ready to go to the University of Illinois as a civil engineer major that following year, and our daughter Carrie was going to go matriculate to Washington College the following year. So we were very, very happy, excited about it, and excited as you guys are tonight. Judge Eve said that I coached basketball at Aberdeen High School for 10 years. The amazing thing is that we won 10 Harford County championships. And we won those because of the players at Aberdeen High School, because of the young people who dedicated everything that they had to play basketball at Aberdeen High School during that time. We ended up in 4 state semifinals. Twice we had injuries to our key player before we went into the state tournament, and it really hurt us. But one of the proudest things I am of my 10 years coaching basketball at Aberdeen is that not one of my players in 10 years got a technical foul. Not one. Can't say that for their coach. but not one of the players got a technical foul out of anger or anything else in 10 years, and I'm really proud of that. Now let me tell you about the two things that I'm kind of disappointed in, and both of them deal with the coach. The coach was kicked out of 2 games in his career at Aberdeen. The first one was 3 games into his tenure as the basketball coach. And the reason for that was very simple. I called an official Superman. Now, I didn't think that was, a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. We were playing at Joppatown High School, and at that time, in 1977 and 78, they had a wooden backboard, big wooden backboard. So now you got the wooden backboard sitting here, you got the official behind the wooden backboard. Next thing I know, kid from Joppatown goes up to put a shot up. One of our kids, Jack Mitchell, who played at Loyola University after he left Aberdeen, goes up and he makes a great block. The official blows the whistle and says, offensive goaltending. I said, Superman. Well, what do you mean, Superman? You had to have X-ray vision to see through a wooden backboard to see our kid touch that ball and knock that ball to the side. He tossed me. No sense of humor. He tossed me. We're playing at Cardinal Gibbons High School a number of years later, and people tell the story a lot of different ways. So I'm going to tell it to you my way because I was there. We're up by 10 points in the beginning of the game. Next thing I know, the referee steps in and we're down 10 points. We come back and we're up 10 points again by half. Third quarter, the referee steps back in. Now we're down by 10. And I get a technical foul somewhere along the line. Now we're down to, well, I guess 6 minutes left in the game, and we're up 10. Well, in the next 4 minutes, we were down 10 with 2 minutes left in the basketball game, and I made a couple substitutions because I knew at that point that we just weren't going to win. No matter what, we weren't going to win. So I sent 2 substitutes into the basketball game, and I wasn't paying attention. I'm talking to the guys on the bench, and I didn't realize that one of the guys that we substituted for didn't come out of the game. Now, that was terrible because we practiced substituting at Aberdeen because we had to. We practiced substituting, but the kid didn't come out of the game, and they started playing, and then all of a sudden, after about a minute, the officials finally realized that we had 6 players on the floor. And the reason he realized it was because our 6th player was standing next to him and following him because he couldn't find somebody to guard because everybody else was covered. And he blows the whistle. He said, you got 6 guys? He teased me. So what are you teasing me for? I said, I sent 2 subs in and told them to come out. You have too many players on the floor, you got 6 men. He said, and now I'm going to tell you what that player told me. And I said, what did that player tell you? He said, you said that I was the only guy hurting you tonight, and it was his job to guard me for the next 2 minutes. Now, I will admit that I did say that in a timeout before I made the substitutions. But I didn't know my player was going to remember because he never remembered anything, at that particular point. I want to tell you a story of disappointments. I had a player in 1979 and 1981 by the name of Tommy Davis that played for me. Tommy was ranked as one of the top 55 players in the United States at the time. The only school Tommy wanted to go to was the University of North Carolina. It's where he wanted to go. Tommy had over 100 letters from colleges all across the United States. Kentucky was in hard on him, Villanova in hard on him. Rutgers at the time, if you could remember way back, Rutgers was 30-0 that year before they went into the NCAA tournament and lost. Great programs in for Tommy. He wanted to go to Carolina. We got a letter from Dean Smith. So Tommy comes, hands me the letter. I read the letter. I call Eddie Fogler, the assistant, and I said, Eddie, I said, if you guys really want Tommy, it's the one school he really wants to go to. He says, Bob, he says, I got to tell you some bad news. And I said, what's that? He said, we would love to have Tommy. He said, but we have a rule at the University of North Carolina that if there's a player in our state who plays the same position and we think he's as good or maybe, could be better, we take the kid in our state. I said, well, I understand that. I said, I commend you for that. He said, we got some guy by the name of Michael Jordan here, he said, and we think we're going to take him. And we think he's going to come to the University of North Carolina. And so Tommy was very, very disappointed, but he ended up going to the University of Minnesota. He became first-team All-Big Ten player. He was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks and ended up having a great career in Europe, for a number of years. I always love his first contract playing in Europe was $150,000 a year, a car, a Peugeot, and he's playing in France, so that was the Peugeot came in, and a home. And they gave him a home to live in. So that was a disappointment. You guys are going to have disappointments at times in your life also. And some of the things that you may want to do, but you can't stop. You have to keep going. You have to go after it. And that's what Tommy did. Bob Slagle, for those of you who know Bob Slagle, old basketball coach at Edgewood High School, my assistant at Aberdeen first, and Bob was the AD at Edgewood for a number of years. We drove out to Indiana to watch Tommy play when he was at Minnesota, play Indiana, and Bobby Knight was the coach at Indiana at the time. And Tommy put up 38 against them, and they didn't win. Bob Slagle and I drove back, and by the next morning, it was on TV, a replay, and we got to watch the replay that we couldn't see. So let me give you another story. Since I've been around a lot as a high school coach and a college coach, I know a lot of coaches in the profession. I knew a number of coaches who were actually coaching in the NCAA tournament this year, some of them really well. I want to tell you a story about two of them. They both met in the finals this year. The San Diego coach, Brian Dutcher, and the UConn coach, Danny Hurley. Tommy Davis, when he was recruited in Minnesota, Jim Dutcher, Brian's father, was the head coach at Minnesota. And he recruited Tommy, and Dutch said to me, hey, Bob, why don't you come out and work our basketball camps? We'll pay you a pretty fair salary, and you work 4 weeks, and, we'd really appreciate it. I said, that's great. We could use the money. And so I go out to work there, and the camp runs from Sunday to Friday, and I said, well, where am I going to stay on the weekend? It might cost me more money to get a hotel or something than stay for. And Dutch said, no, Bob, you're going to stay at our house. He said, I kicked our son Brian out and sent him to go with his buddies, so you're going to stay in Brian's room. So in 1981, Brian Dutcher, the head coach of San Diego State, this year's finalist in the NCAA, he got kicked out of his house, out of his room, and I went in and slept in his bed, and, Now that sounds pretty cool, except then there's Dan Hurley. In 1987, St. Anthony's of Jersey City, with Coach Bob Hurley, senior, came to Aberdeen High School to play in our tournament. We had Calvert Hall and Walbrook as the other two teams in the tournament. And, the biggest hesitation I had was who are we going to open with? Because Walbrook was really good that year under a coach named Gus Harrington, and Calvert Hall was loaded as always, and they had a kid led by a kid named Kelly Williamson, who ended up playing in Xavier. And St. Anthony's had Bobby Hurley, the Walker brothers, Jasper and Jerry, who both played at Seton Hall in the Big East after that, and a kid named Rooney, about 6'5" kid that all he could do was shoot the ball from 30 feet and hit nothing but net most of the time. They ended up third in the country that year. With 2 minutes left in the game, we were down by 5. And we were playing out of our minds. And then we missed a shot, and we had to foul. Well, in the stretch, Bobby Hurley took a shot, falling out of bounds, and his father was coming off the bench to scream at him, and the shot went swish. Broke our backs. They ended up beating us. The following year, we go up to Jersey City, and we played them with pretty much the same cast of characters, but they added a kid named Terry DeHare, who ended up playing at Seton Hall also, and another kid, 7-footer by the name of Luther Wright. And then they had a 6'7" kid by, I don't even know his name, but he did a Dr. J dunk on us, took off from the foul line and was still climbing when he threw the thing down. And they came to our tournaments. The Hurley family, Bob and his family, including Danny, stayed at our house. So we had Brian, whose bed I slept in, and Danny, who's slept in one of my beds in our house. So that's this year's NCAA story, along with some of my other friends. Rick Barnes, head coach at Tennessee, who tried to recruit Tommy when he was at George Mason at the time. I want to talk about two Cesky winners from the past. Peter Capozzoli from C. Milton Wright High School is a senior at the University of Maryland. He's in their honors program. The one thing that he wants to do is he wants to work for NASA. That's his dream. He runs cross country. He runs track at the University of Maryland. And I'm proud to say that this year he is selected for a summer intern program at the NASA Center in Florida. So, Mr. Capozzoli, Peter, congratulations, from all of us at the Cesky Foundation. I also want to talk about, and he was a 2019, I believe it was 2019, a girl in that class who was a grand winner. Her name was Madison Budenbaum, and she's from Edgewood High School. Fantastic young lady. She runs track and cross country also, but she runs at St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia, and she's a pre-med major, and she's winning all kind of honors at St. Joe, and everything looks good for her career in the medical profession. So just to give you guys some idea, let me just throw one more guy in there. Some guy named Andrew Berry, who's a Bel Air High School graduate, who's the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, sat up here where you guys sit. So, you're in great company at this particular point. At Johns Hopkins University, I want to talk about Bill Nelson. Bill Nelson was the head coach at Johns Hopkins, and he and I became friends at a camp at Villanova University way back when. And when Bill first got the Hopkins job, he called me and said, Bob, he said, come on and be my assistant coach. I'll put you in charge of the defense and some special situations. I said, that's great, Bill. I said, but I got this class this year that I can't leave these guys. These kids have worked too hard. They're seniors, and I didn't leave. The following year was a different story, and I ended up working for Bill. Greatest guy, greatest coach. He won over 800 games in his career at 3 different schools. But at Johns Hopkins, we had 8 NCAA Division III appearances in Division III championships and 1 Sweet 16 appearance. And the thing that was really cool about Hopkins is where we played. We played in the following places over the 25 years. Santa Barbara, California. We stayed at the Universal Arts Studio in Pasadena, played at Caltech in Monterey, California. And when we played in Monterey, they actually asked us if we wanted to play Pebble Beach Golf Course, and it only cost us $50. It was 44 degrees, it was pouring. I didn't play. Everybody else played, but I didn't play. We played at Disney World in Florida, won a tournament there. Played at Trinity College in San Antonio, Texas. We played in the Basketball Hall of Fame. But probably the best place that we played is we played New York University as the first game of a triple header at Madison Square Garden. We opened up with NYU. We had the great fortune to beat NYU that afternoon. And as soon as our game was over, St. John's and Georgetown came out to play the second game. And when our guys walked past their guys, you know why there were Division I athletes on the one teams and Division III athletes on the other team. But our guys now were smarter than their guys. So, and the other factor was at Madison Square, one of the other trips we took a trip to New York City and we brought our wives. The coaches brought their wives, okay? And my son Brett was sort of like a team manager that year, and he went with us also. We get off we're coming into New York City after we stayed in the hotel one night, and everybody's excited. They're getting ready to go to a couple places. The women's team had turned around and said, you know, we have tickets to see Miss Saigon, you know, anybody wants to go see Miss Saigon. And one of our players, kid, I'm not going to say his last name, but Kid Billy from New York, his father is if I say he's a big man on Wall Street, I'm telling you, you don't get anything onto the stock exchange unless you go through him. That's how big a person he is there, okay? He went and got us a box for our team in Madison Square Garden, comped, okay? So my son's getting off the bus, and my wife says to him, but she doesn't know all this. My wife says to him, Brett, are you coming to see Miss Saigon with us? He says, are you crazy? I'm going to the Knicks game, and I'm going to sit in the skybox tonight. And my wife turned and looked at me. She said, could we have gone to New York tonight and sat in the skybox? I said, well, yes, dear. I said, but I figured, you know, you would want to see Miss Saigon. And so I was giving up sitting in the skybox. And she, are you out of your mind? Tell me when you're going to put me in that skybox again. It's never happened. It's never happens. I have my own bed in the basements. It's been like that since 19 whatever. Some Hopkins players. Kid named Dave Eichenberg, John Carroll High School. Ike had a great career at Hopkins, great leader, outstanding young man. Andy Enfield from Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Andy is now the head coach at the University of Southern Cal. He was the coach at Florida Gulf Western when they won the NCAA tournament, or got into the NCAA tournament for the first time and went a long way. But I want to tell you a story about a young man by the name of Jay Gangemi. Jay Gangemi was from Bishop McQuaid High School in Rochester, New York. And in the summer between his junior and senior year, he was boating on the lake up there. And when they brought the boat back to the dock, something happens and the tip of his finger was cut completely off. Now, I want you to understand the tragedy that I'm talking about. Jay was our leading scorer as a basketball player. Now the tip of that shooting hand, forefinger, is gone, right? They called the ambulance right away. They got him in the ambulance. One of his friends saw the forefinger fall into the boat, went and got the forefinger, put it in a cup of ice, handed it to the EMT. They took the forefinger to the University of Rochester Hospital, and they put the forefinger back on. Jay had a great senior year, but even more than that, today he is a thoracic surgeon, and he needs that forefinger for everything that he does. So, you know, even in tragedy, there's hope. Now, where that one came from. Oh. Parents and guardians and all of you who have contributed to these fine young men. You know, sometimes I think about this. You guys are really smart. You guys are really good athletes. And all you guys are really good looking. You know, you're all 3 for 3. I'd have been happy with 1 out of 3. You know, but 3 out of 3, wow. The people who have raised you are so proud of you. But right now, honest to God, they're scared to death. They really are. Because when you go away to school, guess what? They will not be with you. And God knows who's going to keep you in check. They're going to let you go. They won't be there on a Monday morning at 8 o'clock to wake you up and get you to class. When some idiot down the hall wants to take you out and party with you all night and get you being crazy by the morning, they won't be there to tell you, no, don't you do that. You will be there, and you have to make the decisions. And now it comes back to you. I know, because I had 3 children who went to college, and I was panicking the whole time. I would get a phone call from my son. Where are you at? I'm at the library, Dad. Is that right? Yeah, I'm at the library. I come out to visit him at the University of Illinois. I drive down Green Street in Illinois, and I look up, and there's the library. It's a bar. It's called the library. And I know where it's at. The decision that you do and the choices you make obviously are yours. Now I want to talk about character. I think you guys already know what character. Well, first let me back up to when I was at Hopkins. For 25 straight years, I asked every freshman basketball player, why do you think you got into Johns Hopkins University? And this is what they told me. Every one of them told me pretty much the same thing. Coach, because I knew when it was time to leave my friends and go do what I had to do to get the kind of grades I needed to get into Hopkins. I knew even when I met this girl that was so hot that she burned my fingers when I touched her, I knew it was time I had to leave her because I had things to do. So what's character? This is my definition of character. And I want you to think about this because you're going to need it over the next 4 years. Doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether you like it or not, and whether somebody is watching you or not. You have to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done so you can be successful. Doesn't matter whether you like it or not. The factor is, what is this going to do for me? Is it going to help me get into med school? Is it going to help me get into law school? Is it going to help me get into a graduate program? Is it going to help me get a job somewhere when we finish? Or is it going to take me down another path that no one in this room wants to talk about? All those options are open. It was like when I was a kid growing up in South Philadelphia. I looked up, hey, I know those guys. I see their pictures on TV, and I see them on TV a lot. I see a policeman behind them snatching them and taking them, and I know them. They live in the neighborhood. And then I look up and I see other guys that do great things in the neighborhood. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be at school. And the question is, are you going to have character, or are you going to be a character? Have character or be a character. That's all on you. The successes that you have, the successes that my children have, they earned. Not because of me, but because of them. They did the things that was necessary to be successful. I'll leave you with one last thing. I had this dream, and I'm up in heaven with St. Peter at the pearly gates, and I look out, and there's a dual escalator that is bringing one person on each side of the escalator up at the same time. And I look down, and it's the day of a Ravens-Steelers game. And I look down, and there's a guy coming up on the right escalator, and he's got a Ravens jersey on with the name Jackson on the back. I look on the other side, and there's a Steeler fan on the same step that he's on the other escalator coming up, and he's got some guy named Ward on his back. And I thought, wow. St. Peter says, I hate this. What do you mean? What do you hate, St. Peter? He says, Ravens fans and Steelers fans coming up here together. He says, I hate it. He says, God's got ideas about this. I said, what's that? He said, watch. So both the Steeler fan and the Raven fan come up together, and St. Peter looks over and he sees the Ravens fan and he starts smiling. He says, man, he said, God loves the Ravens. He said, without a doubt, God just loves the Ravens. He said, I don't even have to debate this. You're going to heaven. Boom, and he pulls this lever. Next thing I know, poof, the Ravens fan's gone. Now the Steelers fan's standing next to him. The next thing I know, only the escalator on the right works, and the next guy comes up. And St. Peter looks at the Steelers fan and then starts talking to the next guy, makes a decision. Then the next guy comes up. St. Peter looks at the Steelers fan, comes back, talks to this guy. This goes on for about 3 or 4 people, and the Steeler fan finally says, St. Peter, come on now. I've been in line. You know, what are you doing? He said, God just doesn't like the Steelers. That's all I can tell you. He doesn't like the Steelers. He said, the only way, he says, if you do something with charity. Have you done anything with charity? And the guy went, phew, yeah. He said, I just gave $4,000 to the Wounded Warrior Project. I gave $3,000 to the American Cancer Society, and I gave $3,000 to the local teen club for the young people in our community. St. Peter says, well, that sounds pretty good to me. He says, I'll tell you what, let me go and talk to the big guy for you. St. Peter leaves. In about, I don't know, 8 or 9 minutes, and he says, Bob, you stay there, I'll be back. About 8 or 9 minutes later, he comes back and he's doing this. And I'm looking, and he finally gets there and he's stopping and he's doing this, and the Steeler fan looks at him and says, come on, St. Peter, come on, St. Peter. He says, you got to tell me what did God say? He said, God said, here's your $10,000, now you can go to hell. Yeah. Now, I'll be truthful. I heard that joke in Liverpool, England, at a Liverpool-Manchester United game, and I heard the Liverpool supporter tell the joke, and you know who went to hell. Okay? So, my last thing. Congratulations to all of you. One last thing. For all of you sitting at the tables who helped each person, the school administrators, family, friends, will you guys please stand up for a second? Come on, just stand up for a second to get a quick, all of you. If you're the parents, the siblings, you know, anything to do, administrators, teachers, guidance counselors, if you've helped these kids, please stand up. Now, hold on now. One thing, you guys, you know the old African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, this is the basis of your village. So why don't you stand up and tell them what you think about the job that they have done for you. Go ahead, get up, yell, scream, do whatever you need to do to thank them in any way you can. Yes. Ooh, ooh, you know. Thank you, guys. It's been my pleasure and enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Coach McCone. Not only are you inspiring, you tell a good joke, you give us great stories, and I know your family knows this, but now we know it too. You are a total rock star. Let's congratulate, thank him again. Well, it's now time to meet our Cesky Scholarship winners. To help us with that honor is someone that exemplifies journalistic and philanthropic excellence. And we're lucky. We can see her every morning, Monday through Friday, on WJZ. Please help me welcome our good friend, Christy Breslin from WJZ TV and Harper TV.
Thank you so much, Angela. That was so, so nice. Like, really nice, actually. Well, and Coach, thank you. Great speech. Congratulations to everybody. And Angela and I were actually talking when we were eating, and we're thinking, wow, these kids are just amazing. They're, like Coach said, good looking, smart, athletes. That wasn't me. So congratulations to all you guys. You are who I wish I could have been in high school. So with that being said, let's get started. From Edgewood High School, Temi Adegidi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Temi is a 3-year member of the Rams football team, playing at wide receiver and cornerback. He also participated in track and field as a freshman. He was named a scholar athlete on 4 occasions throughout his high school career. He is ranked in the top 5% of his graduating class and was named to the principal's honor roll for all 4 years. He placed in the Harford County Reading Council's Young Authors Contest for 3 years and earned first place in creativity and second place in presentation for the Stanford University Innovators Toolkit Workshop as a sophomore. He serves as president of the Student Government Association and vice president of the Future Business Leaders of America. He is a member of the National Honor Society, the French Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Temi serves as editor of the literary magazine and has been active with Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the Black Student Alliance. Temi will attend Stetson University with plans to study pre-law and political science. We love that, Judge Eves, don't we? Congratulations, Temi. From North Harford High School, Jenna Amrine. A member of the Hawks soccer, basketball, and track and field teams, Jenna has been named first team All-Harford by the Aegis for track and soccer. On the basketball court as a senior, she led the Hawks with 68 steals. Good job. She is the school's long jump record holder at 15 feet 9 inches as a junior. She jumped to a second place finish at the UCBAC Chesapeake Divisional and Regional Championships. Ranked 8th in her class, Jenna earned the American Association of University Women Judith A. Ruskin Math Science Award in 11th grade and was an Alfred Anderson Math Science School nominee as a senior. She is a distinguished scholar and a member of the National Math, Science, and Spanish Honor Societies, as well as Varsity Club and Spanish Club. In the fall, she plans to attend University of Maryland, College Park to study math with a minor in data science. Congratulations, Jenna. From Harford Christian School, Elliot Cox. Elliot played varsity soccer, starting as a sophomore, junior, and senior. As a senior, he was named to the first team all-conference and all-tournament, and the Eagles placed first in the MAC SAC. He has been a member of the school's Envirothon team for 4 years, has volunteered at his church yard sale and cleanup, and was a counselor at Indian Lake Christian Camp. Congratulations, Elliot. From Edgewood High School, Abigail Bond. A standout 3-sport varsity runner throughout her high school career, Abby ran cross country and indoor and outdoor track for the Rams. She was the only freshman on the varsity squad during her first season and helped the team finish second in the UCBAC championships and competed in the state meet. She has served as team captain of all 3 squads for the past 2 years and was named to the first team all-county, all UCBAC all-region teams as a junior and a senior for cross country. She earned second team all-state honors this past fall and was selected to run at the Northeast National Meet as a junior. On the indoor track, she helped lead the Rams and led them to a state championship this winter. She qualified in the 3,200-meter run as well in the Class 3A state meet while earning first team all-region and all-state honors in this event. Abby is ranked 3rd in her graduating class. She is a Principal's Honor Roll student and a recipient of the Math Star Award, the Judith Resnick Excellence for Women in STEM Award, and the William J. Sacco Excellence in Applied Mathematics Award. She serves as president of the Math Honor Society and secretary of the National Honor Society. She has been involved with the Student Government Association for 4 years and serves as a peer tutor. She will continue her running career, participating in cross country and track at Millersville University. She plans to major in sports medicine and aspires to a career as a physical therapist. Congratulations, Abigail. From Havre de Grace High School, Paul Davis. Paul played soccer for 3 years for the Warriors and was captain of the men's track and field team for 2 years. He qualified for regionals as a senior in the 400-yard dash. As a senior swimmer, Paul competed in states on the 200 and 400-meter freestyle relay teams. Paul has been named to the Distinguished Honor Roll each marking period and is a member of the National Honor Society and Tri-M Music Honor Society. A trombone player, he has been a member of the marching band for all 4 years, as well as a member of the freshman band, the jazz ensemble, the symphonic band, the all-county band, and all-county orchestra. Wow. Both as first chair trombone. He also helped mentor a middle school first Lego League team, tutored for the National Honor Society, and was an office aide and mentor. Paul is a Boy Scout who completed his Eagle Scout project. He has been his troop's quartermaster, assistant senior patrol leader, and junior assistant scoutmaster. Paul plans to attend Elizabethtown College in the fall to study computer science. Congratulations, Paul. From Hartford Technical High School, Alyssa Getty. Alyssa has been a 4-year member of the Cobras lacrosse team, earning the Sportsmanship Award as a junior. She played field hockey this past fall and ran for the indoor track team for 1 season. Ranked 15th in her graduating class, she has been a Distinguished Honor Roll student for all 4 years of high school. She is a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Science, Math, and Technical Honor Societies. She has been active in the Student Government Association, serving as an executive board member for the last 3 years. She currently serves as president of Students Against Destructive Decisions and has been involved in Educators Rising. Alyssa plans to attend Towson University in the fall, majoring in biology, secondary education, with a minor in public health. Congratulations, Alyssa! From Aberdeen High School, Nathaniel Flato. A 4-year member of Aberdeen's varsity lacrosse team, Nathan served as team captain for the last 2 years. As a junior, he was named to the All-Susquehanna first team and had a 78% face-off win rate. That's awesome. He also was a 2-year captain of the varsity soccer squad, playing defense for the Eagles. Nathan is an advanced placement college scholar and a 4-year Distinguished Honor Roll student. He's a member of the National Honor Society, German National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society. He has volunteered with recreational soccer program for 4 years and has helped with basketball referee training. He will attend the University of Maryland, Baltimore County with plans to study mechanical engineering. Congratulations. From C. Milton Wright High School. I love C. Milton Wright High School. 1996. A 4-year member of the Mustangs varsity soccer and lacrosse teams, Caitlin served as soccer team captain, earned first team all-county and all-conference accolades, and helped lead the team to a regional final game. As a freshman and a junior, she was part of a team that earned the regional championship and advanced to the state quarterfinals in each of those 2 seasons. A starter at midfield for the lacrosse squad, she earned first team all-county honors as a junior and second team all-county recognition as a sophomore. She is ranked in the top 10% of her graduating class and has earned Distinguished Honor Roll status for each quarter of her high school career. She has been inducted into the National Honor Society and Science National Honor Society, and she has been active in student government throughout her high school career, currently serving as president. She is a county delegate to Harford County Student Government and has served on the junior and senior class council. She plans to pursue a degree in business and will attend Penn State University, where she will also play lacrosse for the Nittany Lions. Congratulations. Another C. Milton Wright person. Trevor Hyde, a 4-year member of the Mustangs varsity golf team. Trevor placed second in the county championship for 3 years that the event was held. As a senior, he placed first in the UCBAC championship and 11th in the state. He was named to the all-county first team for the last 2 seasons, and he was ranked the #1 golfer in Harford County this past season. He also served as team captain for the past 2 years. He was 3-time Player of the Week on the Buckeye Junior Golf Tour, awarded for outstanding play and great character in tournament play. Hear that, Coach? Great character. He also earned a second-place finish in the 2022 Hurricane Junior Golf Tour Baltimore Junior Open, one of the most competitive junior golf tournaments in the state of Maryland. Ranking second in his graduating class, he is the recipient of the NMSI STEM Star Award and is a distinguished honor roll student. He was elected vice president of the National Honor Society as a junior and a senior. He is also a member of the French, Math, and Science Honor Societies and has competed on the academic team for the past 2 years. He plans to study aerospace engineering at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida. Congratulations. From Harford Christian School, Ella Holbrook. Ella played volleyball and soccer for the Eagles. As a junior and senior, she earned the Coach's Award in volleyball, the class president for 4 years. She plays clarinet in the band and sings in the choir. Ella has been part of the KCEA All-State Band and is a member of the Honor Society. She plans to attend Pensacola Christian College and pursue a career in early childhood education. Congratulations. From North Harford High School, Benjamin Yampierre. Ben has participated in swimming, track and field, and cross country for the Hawks. A swim team captain for 2 years, he swam in regionals and states for 3 years. As a senior swimmer, he was part of the 400 freestyle relay and 200 freestyle relay teams that finished 2nd and 3rd at regionals and 10th and 9th at states. Solo, he was 5th in the 50 freestyle and 6th in the 100 freestyle at regionals and 16th in the 50 freestyle and 23rd in the 100 freestyle at states. A Gettysburg Abraham Lincoln Scholar, he has earned Distinguished Honor Roll recognition for all 4 years and is a member of the National Science and Spanish Honor Societies. He is also a member of the undefeated academic team. He's been a member of the Hawks journalism staff for 4 years as a reporter. Very good career, very good choice. Copy editor and news anchor. Oh, extremely good choice. Ben plans to attend Gettysburg College, majoring in psychology and minoring in Spanish. Congratulations. From Aberdeen High School, Erica Honadell. A 2-sport athlete throughout her high school career at Aberdeen, Erica was a member of the golf and swim teams. She has been a 2-time Harford County and UCBAC golf championship, earned the district championship as a senior, and was a 3-time state championship finalist. She has been named to the all-county first team for 3 seasons and was the team's low scorer throughout her career with the Eagles. She is ranked in the top 5 golfers of the 2023 graduating class in the state of Maryland. She also is a 3-year letter winner for the swimming team and was the 2nd highest team scorer this past winter. She is ranked at the top of her graduating class and is a National Merit Scholar finalist and an Advanced Placement Scholar with distinction. She has earned the Academic Excellence Bronze, Silver, and Gold Awards and has been named to the Distinguished Honor Roll for every academic quarter. She currently serves as president of the National Honor Society and is a member of Science, Math, and French Honor Societies. She has been a 4-year member of the Key Club and is president and co-founder of the Women in STEM organization. She plans to major in computer science in college. Congratulations. From Falston High School, Dylan Cries. Dylan was a 3-year member of the soccer team, playing at goalkeeper for the Cougars. This past fall, he helped lead the team to a regional championship and a state finalist. He earned all-county honorable mention accolades as well. During his junior season, the Falston squad also earned the regional championship and was a state finalist. Also a 3-year member of the basketball squad, Dylan was co-leading scorer and helped lead the team to the regional final. He also played 1 season of baseball and tennis for Falston. Dylan is an advanced placement scholar with distinction and is ranked 6th in his graduating class. He is a consistent Distinguished Honor Roll student and a 4-year member of the academic team. He's a member of the National Honor Society as well as the German Math and Science Honor Societies. Dylan will attend Janita College, where he will major in business administration with plans to obtain an MBA with concentration in sports management. And he'll also play basketball for the Eagles. Congratulations. And I believe Greg, his mom, Donna, we're going to call you out. Could you stand up? A winner for Bel Air in 1989. North Hartford, 1989. Congratulations, very cool. From Patterson Mill High School, Ella Laurenkus. Ella has played volleyball, basketball, and softball throughout her high school career. She was named to the first team All-County for softball as a sophomore when the undefeated Huskies were state championships. She led the volleyball team in blocks as a junior and was on the regional champion team as a senior. A Minds in Motion athlete who was on the principal's honor roll for 3 years, Ella is ranked 22nd in her class. She is a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Happy Tales, and the Student Government Association, Friends or Family, the Medical Club, part of the PAC, and Alex's Lemonade Stand. She has been accepted at the University of Maryland College Park, University of South Carolina, University of Delaware, and James Madison University. She plans to study anatomy and psychology and pursue a career as a physical therapist. Congratulations. Also from Patterson Mill High School, Adam Lingelbach. Adam was a county champion swimmer as a senior in the 50 freestyle, 200 medley relay, and 200 freestyle relay. He placed second in the county in the 100 freestyle. On the Huskies volleyball team, he was a middle blocker as a junior and an outside hitter as a senior. He was named to the first team All-County both years. He played lacrosse for 3 years as well. Ranked second in his class, Adam made the principal's honor roll every quarter and earned an Advanced Placement Scholar Award in 2021 and 2022. He has been a member of Best Buddies, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Environmental Club, part of the PAC, and National Honor Society, and was on the Envirothon team in 10th grade. He will attend the University of Maryland College Park. He was accepted into the Letters and Sciences program with the intent of majoring in computer science and ultimately becoming a software engineer. Congratulations. From Bel Air High School, Delaney McDermott. A 3-sport athlete for the Bobcats, Delaney competed in field hockey, indoor track, and lacrosse for Bel Air. She served as team captain of the field hockey squad this past fall and earned second team All-County recognition. She was also selected as senior captain for the lacrosse team and was a Minds in Motion Scholar athlete for every season of athletic participation. Academically, she is ranked in the top 7% of her graduating class and is a consistent Distinguished Honor Roll student. She has been inducted into the National Honor Society and the National Science Honor Society. She has been involved with the Girl Up Club and Peer Assistance Wellness Support Club for several years. She will attend Bridgewater College, where she plans to study sports and exercise science, aspiring to a career as an athletic trainer or physical therapist. Congratulations, Delaney. Also from Bel Air High School, Jacob Manny Lucas. A 3-sport athlete for the Bobcats, Manny competed at the varsity level in soccer, wrestling, and lacrosse for the past 2 seasons. Playing midfield for the soccer squad, he helped lead the team to a UCBAC championship and a regional finalist as a senior. This winter, he was a key member of the UCBAC and the regional championship wrestling team. He served as team captain and finished 6th in the state as an individual. He led the team in riding time, reversals, and decisions, and was recognized with the UCBAC Sportsmanship Award. He was named to All-County First Team as a junior. On the lacrosse field, he plays midfield and is a face-off specialist. He received the Lacrosse Scholar Athlete Award as a junior, ranked in the top 10% of his graduating class. Manny is a Distinguished Honor Roll student and a 4-year recipient of the Minds in Motion Scholar Athlete Award. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Science National Honor Society. He serves as vice president of the varsity club and has been involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes as well as concert and marching band. Manny plans to major in biology with a pre-medicine concentration with the aspiration of becoming a pediatrician. He will attend Shenandoah University and will wrestle at the collegiate level. Congratulations. Adeline Murray couldn't be with us tonight. She is from Havre de Grace High School, so we do want to honor her. A 3-year member of the Warriors cross-country and tennis teams, she served as team captain of both squads as a senior, the county's team most valuable player as a freshman and senior, and placed 5th in the division and 7th in the region this past fall. She was honored with the Spirit of Running Award for cross-country. On the tennis court, she completed her junior season undefeated, playing doubles for Havre de Grace. Ranked 4th in her graduating class, she has been named to the President's Distinguished Honor Roll for each academic quarter throughout her high school career. She has also received the American Association of University Women Judith A. Resnick Math Science Award as a junior. She has been highly involved in the band program, participating in marching and symphonic bands, serving as a drum major and band president as senior. She was named to the National Honor Society and the Modern Music Masters Honor Society. She has been a 3-year member of the speech and debate team and the academic team. She will attend the University of Maryland College Park in the fall with plans to major in environmental science and policy. Congratulations. From Hartford Technical High School, Derek Rudd. A consistent runner for the Cobras cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track teams, Derek has held many team leadership roles throughout his high school career. He served as cross-country team captain this past fall, mid-distance captain for indoor track, and a hurdle captain for outdoor track. He was a consistent competitor in regional and state track meets, including individual events and relays. Academically, Derek is ranked 11th in his graduating class and has been consistently named to the Distinguished Honor Roll. He is an advanced placement scholar with distinction and was nominated to attend a National Student Leadership Conference for Aerospace Engineering. He was also a Williams Scholarship nominee as a senior. He is a member of the Math and Science Honor Society and serves as a peer tutor. Derek has been involved with the Boy Scouts of America and earned his Eagle Scout rank in 2022. He has participated in many community service projects throughout his association with the Boy Scouts, and he plans to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering with an aerospace focus. Congratulations. From Falston High School, Hannah Richard. Starting center defender for the soccer team, Hannah helped lead the Cougars to 2 consecutive state championships as a junior and a senior. She earned first-team all-county honors this past fall and served as team captain. On the lacrosse field, she was part of a 2-time state finalist team for Falston. She is currently serving as lacrosse team captain this spring, playing defense. As a junior, she helped lead the team to a UCBAC and regional lacrosse championship. She also played 1 season of basketball and ran indoor track for 1 season. Hannah is ranked 5th in her graduating class and has been named to the Distinguished Honor Roll for each academic quarter throughout her high school career. She was honored with the American Association of University Women Judith A. Resnick Math Science Award, a member of the National Honor Society. She was also inducted into the Math and Science Honor Societies. She is the vice president of the Senior Class Council and serves as a morning announcer. I like that. She has been involved with the Varsity Club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Spanish Club, and Best Buddies. Hannah plans to attend the University of Maryland College Park, majoring in information science with a concentration in data science. And Hannah, I talked to your coach, who is here tonight. Very proud of you. 2 coaches, from what I understand. So congratulations. Very impressive. From John Carroll School, Ryan Skandalis. Ryan has been a standout soccer player at John Carroll for 3 years, being named All-County, All-Metro, All-State, and All-Conference as junior and senior, when he led the Patriots in goals scored. As a senior, the Patriots won a conference championship and set a school record for wins. Ryan also played basketball and tennis and was the manager for Derek, as he has held many team leadership roles throughout his high school career. Ranked 3rd in his class, Ryan is an 8-time scholar who has achieved first honors every quarter for 4 years. He is a member of the National Honor Society as well as Spanish, Service, Social Studies, and Math Honor Societies, and received an AP Research and Seminar Certificate. He has been a member of the Sports Analytics Club, Math Club, Student Government Association, Peer Ministry, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Chess Club, and founded the Cornhole Club. In the community, he is the Vice President and co-founder of Volunteen. He plans to attend the U.S. Naval Academy and study operations research and pursue a career in naval aviation. Congratulations, Ryan. Also from John Carroll School, Gabriella Steck. Ella has played varsity soccer and was a member of the track and field team for the Patriots throughout high school. As a senior, she scored 9 goals and was named to the All-County and All-Conference first team, All-State second team, and All-Metro. Ella ran track for 2 seasons, breaking the school record in the 100-meter dash as a sophomore. She earned a White Blazer Award, which goes to a junior female with 7 varsity letters. Ella has been on the honor roll for all 4 years at John Carroll, is a peer counselor, and a member of the National Spanish and Art Honor Societies. She is also on the leadership board of the Patriots Peer Ministry Program. Ella will attend East Carolina University to play soccer and study business. She intends to obtain her real estate license with plans to own a brokerage. Congratulations. From Joppatown High School, Joshua Steinmiller. Joshua was the goalie for the Mariners varsity soccer and lacrosse teams for 3 years. He also wrestled for 2 years. As a junior, he was named to the All-Harvard Lacrosse second team and UCBAC All-Susquehanna Division first team. Josh has earned Distinguished Honor Roll and Minds in Motion Scholar Athlete Award each year. He has played tenor, saxophone in the band and marching band and is a member of the National Honor Society. As a senior, he has been a member of the Student Government Association, recruited by 15 colleges and universities to play lacrosse as a goalie. Josh plans to attend Goucher College and study business and sports management. Congratulations. From Joppatown High School, Mary Ellen Van Horn. Mary Ellen has been a member of the soccer, swimming, and softball teams for the Mariners and earned a Scholar Athlete Award each season. She was captain of the swim team as a junior and senior, and by her senior year had dropped more than 30 seconds off every time since her freshman year. A student of the quarter for the Homeland Security Program in the 10th grade, Mary Ellen has also been on the Distinguished Honor Roll for all quarters of high school. She plays flute in the marching and concert bands and was librarian of both in 12th grade. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Student Government Association, a Harvard Glenn counselor, and a peer mentor. Mary Ellen committed to St. Mary's College of Maryland, where she plans to study marine science and environmental studies. Mary Ellen Van Horn. Congratulations to everyone. It was such an honor reading these bios tonight. And with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, our wonderful judge.
Thank you, Christy. She's just wonderful. Now, if you are an early riser, 4 o'clock in the morning, you can see her on WJZ TV, so it's worth it. She was so entertaining here tonight and read these bios with such passion, and that's what she brings to her job every day. So thank you, Christy. And although she could only read some of what is included in their bios, the full bios are in the program. I encourage you to read them because these kids are, I shouldn't call them kids, young adults are just amazing. So now it's time to announce the 2 $5,000 award winners. And it's my pleasure to welcome back the Cesky Scholarship Fund Banquet Committee Chairman, Greg DeWart, to announce the recipients of the 2 $5,000 scholarships. Greg.
Thanks, Judge. So each student is receiving a $2,000 scholarship and proclamations from various elected officials. Before I announce the 2 $5,000 awards, let me tell you briefly about how they're selected. Each school winner completes an application that includes their high school transcripts, any AP test scores, the results of any SAT and ACT scores. This information comes to our president, Ken Zorbach, and he redacts all references to names and schools so that the selection process is completely anonymous. The 7-member selection committee receives all of the redacted applications. The members read the applications and rate them in 5 categories: academics, athletics, school involvement, community service, and an essay explaining the degree of significance that sports participation has played in their personal growth and development. Scores are calculated by the committee chairman, and the top 3 males and top 3 females are revisited. Then the committee meets in person to select the 2 $5,000 winners from this pool. This process is taken very seriously and much discussion occurs. So I'd like to take a special thank you to the selection committees at the schools and our Cesky selection committee. So this brings me to our announcements of our $5,000 award winners. We'll start with the male. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 male recipient of the $5,000 Al Cesky Scholarship Award, from Patterson Mill High School, Adam Lingelbach. Congratulations.
Thank you. Can I say something? Thank you so much for the Albert Cesky Scholarship Fund for this incredible honor, and thanks to the Cesky Scholarship Fund members and volunteers whose time and dedication made tonight's banquet possible. Also, thank you, Dr. Abel, for coming out tonight. I really did not expect to be up here giving this speech. I also want to congratulate all of the other high school seniors here tonight who are being recognized for their sportsmanship, academics, and community service. I know some of the other seniors recognized this evening, and it's truly an honor to be part of such an amazing group. This includes my cousin Ben. What's up, Ben, from North Hartford? I also want to thank my fellow classmates and teammates at Patterson Mill who've made my high school experience and athletic career both fun and rewarding. Harford County sports has given me great friendships and lasting memories. Finally, I want to thank my parents for being my biggest fans and constant support in helping me succeed academically, athletically, and personally. I'd like to conclude by saying thanks again to the Cesky Scholarship Fund and organization. This award really means a lot to my family and I. And good luck to all the seniors out there this fall at college and in your future athletic pursuits, whether it be competing or coaching. Hopefully we can all be community role models just like Coach Cesky. I'm looking forward to attending University of Maryland College Park this fall in its honors program. Let's go class of 2023, and more importantly, let's go Terps. Thank you.
And now for our female winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 female recipient of the $5,000 Al Cesky Scholarship Award, from Aberdeen High School, Erica Honadell. Congratulations.
First of all, congratulations to all the students who are here today. I'm extremely honored to have been selected for this award among such a talented group of people. I would also like to thank the Al Cesky Foundation for giving all of us this amazing opportunity. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, and I'm positive that we will all accomplish great things with this scholarship. I would also like to thank my families, teachers, and coaches for pushing me to reach my full potential in and out of the classroom. Their guidance and belief in my abilities have been instrumental in my personal, academic, and athletic growth. I'm truly grateful for everyone's support throughout the last 4 years. Thank you.
Congratulations to Adam and Erica once again. Let's give them another big round of applause. To the Cesky Scholarship winners, our heartfelt congratulations. Celebrate your accomplishments. Thank your family, friends, teachers, and coaches. Go on and do the great things that we know you are destined to do. I personally want to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing me to serve as the Master of Ceremonies again. I now know if I were among all of you, I couldn't hold a candle to what you do. You all are so amazing, and it's been my honor to be here with you tonight. I would like to invite Jackson to return to the podium now to offer our closing benediction. Thank you, everyone.
We'll invite you to stand. I may be the only pastor that knows now is not the time to be lengthy, right? School, congratulations, y'all. This is a standard benediction that we hope will send you on your way this evening. May the Lord bless you and keep you this day. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord always look upon you with his favor and give you his peace. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You guys can stay standing. We're almost done. So to our winners, congratulations. Just a few things just to remind you at your places, please make sure you take your certificate and your instructions for the awards. Your parents will want to know how to get the funds to the colleges. And then on your way out, there's some additional proclamations from elected officials out, and the yard signs you may have seen, make sure you grab your yard sign and one of the stakes that are out there and proudly display those signs in your yard. So have a good night, everyone. Congratulations. Have a good evening.